So today I thought I would do a little flick through of my scrapbook. I really want to start doing some scrapbook with me videos, but before I do that I thought I would show you what I have done so far. I currently have two scrapbooks on the go. The first one is this one. This one starts in June, just gone, June 2019, and I'm currently going through it now, and it's only slightly full. I still have plenty of pages left, so this is kind of my ongoing scrapbook at the moment. But then I have the exact same book in blue, and I'm currently working backwards through this one. So everything that happened before mid-June, I'm working from the back and working back in time basically. So going through all the old photos on my laptop, going through all the different bits and bobs I have in my memory box that I can glue in, and like I said, working as far back as I can through all the old photos on my laptop and all that sort of thing, so if they ever get deleted or broken or something goes wrong with my laptop, then I will always have the photos in Scrapbook, and it just gives me a place to kind of look through it all without being a big box full of leaflets and wristbands and a computer full of photos that's too much to go through. So putting it all in a book is a good idea, but it is very time consuming, so I'm sure it will take me a while to do that, but that is what I'm doing at the moment. I will first of all show you the one I started in June, which I'm kind of working through now. Let's get straight into it. So like I said, I started the scrapbook in June, and this was the end of June when me and Luke went to Download Festival. I absolutely love Enter Shikari, they're one of my favourite bands. Die Antwoord were hilarious to watch live, they are a very interesting band. We always get these shakes when we go to Download Festival, they're so yummy. And then I just popped in a couple of pictures of us. If you have any questions at all about stickers, how I put my photos, anything like that, then leave them below and I will answer them in my first scrapbook with me video. On to the next page. So this was my final day of my PGCE. I went out with my friends and we went out to a little cocktail place that had like Alice in Wonderland themed things everywhere. So the bathroom had pink flamingos and it had the Mad Hatter and Alice on the wall. Me and my friend are in these pictures, but it's quite dark. The week before, my friend Ellie had just qualified as a nurse also, so that was a lovely night of celebrating. Then the same weekend I went over to Weston-super-Mare to see my friend Ellie, who you'll know as Disney Els. We went to watch the specials who were at the events pavilion that she works at, and then the next day we had a lovely day at the arcades. Then on to my most recent Disney trip. So this is when I went in June/July with my friends Caitlin and Ethan. I've kind of worked through the trip, so this is day one, the day we arrived. Then on to day two, this is where we did most of the Toy Story Playdays things. We met Jessie, we met the Green Army Men, who was so much fun, and then Woody and Bo, which was amazing. We also went for food at Planet Hollywood, which was lovely. On to the next day, we went into Paris for the day, so these are some of our tourist photos from while we were walking around Paris. We went to the Hard Rock Cafe, and then we did go back to the parks in the evening. On to the next day. This was one of the best meals I've ever had at Disney. It was at Inventions and we got to meet Lilo and Stitch. I'd never met Lilo before. She was like my dream meet, so it was the most exciting thing ever. I think I almost screamed when she walked through the door. But this is just a page dedicated to that Inventions brunch and all the photos that we took while we were there with all the characters. On to the next page, which is from the same day, but it was the rest of the day after Inventions. We basically did lots of things to do with the Lion King and Jungle Festival, like we watched the show, and we watched the daytime fireworks and the Matter Dance show with Timon. And yeah, we were super lucky to be there for the end of Playdays and the start of the Lion King Festival. And this was our last day before we went home. We got to meet Winnie the Pooh and we took some cute photos in front of the castle. We had such a fab trip, and then when we returned, me and Luke got straight on another plane to Croatia, which was literally the best thing ever. We went to Dubrovnik and we did the Game of Thrones tour, so we have lots of pictures from that. It was super cool. They showed us photos from the set and how it compared to where we were stood at that time, and it was really, really cool. We went to the island of Lockram as well while we were on that tour. Then a couple of days later we went sea kayaking, which was amazing and so funny and tiring, but really, really good fun. These are just some photos from around the hotel, and then a couple of days later again we went to the island of Muljet, and while we were on the way we did a couple of stops at these different places, and then I have lots of pictures from when we went to Muljet, which was really, really good. I also really like getting postcards for my scrapbook. So a long time ago, like over a year ago, I booked for me, Luke and my dad to go and see the comedian Sean Walsh at the theatre. It was before he did Strictly, it was before I even knew he was doing Strictly, and then he had to cancel it because he did Strictly, and then he cancelled it again in the like February this year, or something like that. And he didn't end up doing it again until July. So we got to see him just when we got back from Croatia, and to be honest, it wasn't the best. If you know everything that happened with him in Strictly, since then his life's gone a little bit downhill, and he talked about that quite a lot, and it was, oh, I don't know, it was okay. Then on to my PGCE graduation, which was honestly amazing. I had the best day ever. So I have my ticket and lots of pictures from that day. It was just the best, and I love this quote, "Teachers affect eternity. No one can tell where their influence stops," which I just think is such an interesting, really sweet quote. So in the summer holidays, my brother and sister got hamsters, Minnie and Tuco, and these are some pictures from that day and the little leaflet that they gave us. And then on to our trip to Weymouth. So me, my brother, my sister and my dad went to Weymouth in the summer holidays also, and these are some pictures from that. While we were there, we went to Monkey World. So these are some pictures from Monkey World. It's a really, really amazing place where they rescue monkeys from all around the world who are used for entertainment or as illegal pets, and they look after them and nurture them back to health and give them a home at the Monkey Centre. It's really, really nice. And then we also went to Sand World, which was incredible. There were just loads of sand sculptures, and the theme at the time was movies, which was great for me because I love movies. So we saw all sorts. We saw a Finding Nemo one, Wizard of Oz, Jumanji, Game of Thrones, Avengers, Toy Story, Dumbo, Star Wars. It was so, so good. On to the next one. We had a day at the beach, and we just went in all the arcades and went along the pier and things. So here's some pictures from that. This is my brother getting very excited because he beat my dad on Mario Kart. So on to the next page. I went along to my friend Ellie's house again in Weston-super-Mare. And we filmed some videos which are up on our channels now, so hopefully you will have seen those. But we did some baking. Mine went a little bit terribly, but Ellie's cupcakes were lovely, and I've included some pictures from that day. This picture here had a little bit of a shine on it. It's actually a screenshot from the video when her dad was trying our treats that we'd made, and it was so funny. And then for Luke's birthday in August, I booked us a little weekend in Salisbury, and we went to see Stonehenge. But the night before, when we stayed over, we went and had a look around Salisbury and saw the cathedral, which was beautiful. So I've included some pictures of that. And then these are our photos from when we saw Stonehenge. I got these stickers from the gift shop, and there was like a page of stickers. I thought they would be fab for my scrapbook, so Luke got them for me, which was very lovely of him. So yeah, that's what these stickers are from. And then on to the next page. So me and Melody went to see Waitress in London, which by the way was absolutely incredible. It was so good. It was just beautiful. And I've included some photos from that. And then also we went for a little trip around Oxford Street, and we went to Hard Rock Cafe. So I've included our pictures in the Disney store and a little picture of Melody eating her chicken in the Hard Rock Cafe. And that is as far as I have got with this scrapbook. So as you can see, I've got lots of pages left to use, so I will keep you updated on that and do some scrapbook with me's. But while we're here, I will show you the other one. I really like the colour of this one. It's like a sky blue. So like I said, this one I've actually started from back because I'm working backwards in time. So in early June, my little brother had his last football presentation with the football club he used to be with. So this is a few pictures from that day. And then on to a little family gathering that we had for an engagement party. I really love these pictures. Then I have a little gap here, and I'm going to fill it with a couple of pictures from some lessons that I did. But these are pages from my third placement on my PGCE. I got this card from work because I work in a stationery card shop, and it's of Van Gogh's Sunflowers, and then I did a lesson while I was on my PGCE about observational drawing, and the children drew some of the flowers, so I thought I would include that. This is a little picture from my last day on placement. And then another thing I did while I was in this placement is go to Weston Park, so these are a couple of pictures from that day. And these are from our annual family outing to the beach in May. Here I am snuggling my Star Wars teddy that I won. And the next thing to put in is mine and Melody's trip to Paris in April. So that's what I'm thinking of doing for my first scrapbook with me video. So if you would like to see that, give this video a thumbs up and I shall. But I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you are new. Make sure if you have any questions at all about what you've just seen, leave them in the comments below and I will answer them in my next scrapbooking video. Bye!